Hello, Supreme Court. That satellite man's still hitting me in the face and teeth. They've been hitting me in the throat. The satellite man is burning my nose right now. See how long my nose looks in this video? My nose does not have that arch on it like that. You understand that? And you know the satellite man has played his game pulling on the nose like he was trying to detach the nose from the cartilage. The man has to get tried in court for facial augmentation crimes. And, the satellite man's trying to bend somebody out of shape all the time. And, I have not received any benefits, Supreme Court. My arm still hurts. Let me see. I can't lift my elbow up any higher than that. See this one? I can go like this. I swear to God, this is honest. I'm like that. It doesn't go any higher than that. Maybe somebody had thought that in physical therapy that they had broke my arm or something. Because, my arm is like stuck. And I don't know if that's what somebody thought. Because, the x-ray and then the injury. And then somebody has tried to switch my x-rays for somebody else's. They tried to use German x-rays or something and tried to call me a German. So there was some politician that was trying to switch my information of my anatomy with some German's information. Or something they were trying to do. And they have to get prosecuted for that. I am not German. My mother and father was not German. Anybody making a reference to my mother and father as any person calling them German needs to get subpoenaed into court. Any written documents of anybody in the world calling my parents German in any way, they can hold court cases against people that wrote articles, Wikipedia, if they tried to call my father or mother German, or anywhere in the world. They can have court cases against people trying to call me German, people trying to call my parents German. I'm not German, my parents aren't German. There's no German in my DNA at all. So, in reference to that information, any reference or articles in the media of anybody trying to call my parents German, those people or those writers that wrote those articles need to get subpoenaed into court. And I'm the only child of my mother and father. So anybody else claiming they thought they owned the estate of my parents, those people have to get subpoenaed into court because I am the only child. And that royal protocol in the media tells you I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. And it even says do not contest my ownership, which means somebody contesting the ownership needs to get arrested, whoever they are. See, these people will try to play the game of getting things lost in the shuffle and trying to put me at the end of the line. This has been going on for numerous decades. Anyways, back to the point, and there has to be prosecution on wasting time, whoever these government people are that have been delaying me receiving compensation or delaying me receiving lawsuit monies. There has to be more court cases in reference to that. But back to the point of my arm, without me, I can move this arm without moving my shoulders or leaning back. This one, that's as far as it goes. When I lift it higher than that, my shoulders go back. You know that, right? And in reference to this arm, I can go like this. Touch back here. This arm, I can only go to here. And I can't touch back there. And it pops and makes noise when I put on my jacket or take my jacket off. Or when I'm just trying to move around, it feels like it wiggles and pops, makes a noise. And the satellite man's been hitting me on top of this shoulder too or something. But this is from when I fell. And instantly from the time I fell, my arm had been like that. you know, when I fell at work, I tripped over a dolly that somebody had left on the loading dock when I was pulling boxes off the loading dock, off the back of a truck onto the loading dock, and then he had left his dolly on the loading dock, and I tripped over it and fell, and I fell like kind of like this, you know, like on my shoulder. So it's kind of like a situation of, you know, even moving around at work irritates it, you know what I mean? So, you know, being at work for 1 hour is more movement of shifting shoulders and, you know, stretching or, you know, reaching. But, you know, I haven't received any compensation, so I've had to keep working. I haven't received any compensation from my mother and father's insurance companies or from my trust funds that I haven't received nothing from anywhere. And people are intentionally stealing from me or blocking me. And they're playing hiccups again. Hello, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So, you know, in reference to the international courts and the courts of England, France, and Italy, and the United Nations, have they had court cases about this situation? They just zapped me in the back of the neck. Somebody did. My head went like that. Did you see it? It went like that. They just zapped me there. It's another $1 trillion plus lawsuit. See, anytime they try to mess with somebody's face, their body, or their head, and they tried to call them stupid, and they've been zapping people in their head with their satellite, or they're somebody they flash the blue light a lot of times into the house. Like I was in the shower, showering, and that satellite man had it's messing my mouth. Did you hear that? You see that? But anyways, it's always, they're playing this puppet voodoo shit 24 hours a day, man. They do it at all hours of the night. They've kept me up when I've tried to sleep and I had to get up and go to work. It's total terrorism every fucking day. And they bent my face, they damaged the bone structure, they damaged the density of my cheeks. And I naturally have thick teeth, so, you know, they damaged the thickness of my teeth. They're pushing on my nose right now. Anyways, in reference to my nose, you know, it's little. Anyways, and they made me wear these blue contacts all these years. Why would the Supreme Court allow these people to make me have to wear blue contacts? Blue contact lenses. And where's the list of celebrity contacts that I was supposed to have? I haven't received it. So somebody's playing telemarketer scams or pyramid scams, and they're trying to steal my identity. And these people are trying to play their multi-level phone interception games or something. They have like a group of people in some office that are intercepting phone calls from celebrities that are friends of mine that have been almost lifelong friends or longtime friends, someone might say, even people that was friends with my parents, my biological parents. How come the Supreme Court hasn't even sent me any identification based on my biological parents? I haven't received nothing in the postal mail. And this has been going on a long time, and time is money, and people are stealing from me. It's pretty serious. And, you know, my arm has not gotten better. You know, from the first day when I fell, it's been locked like that. I even tried to work like 2 weeks to see if it would loosen up. I mean, it locked, but now it's still locked like that. I mean, I have to move my elbow out to move my shoulder, you know, to move my arm a little. But I haven't received any compensation, and I was supposed to receive compensation from my mother and father's companies, you know, because I'm supposed to be on the payroll of all my mother and father's companies. You guys know that, right? Yeah, I'm the real Richie Rich. And this satellite man damaging my teeth Supreme Court is a disgrace. And it is an embarrassment to the Supreme Court for these people to be acting this way in this country and doing these things in this country. Do you know any of the perpetrators' names? Do you know any of the people that have grabbed me and did these things to my teeth and face? And these people that tried to strip search me on jobs and accusing me of dirty things? Do you know who these accusators are? Supreme Court and Treasury Department and Deeds Department. Do you know who these people are? Does the news networks know who these people are? Well, CNN and Court Television. Haven't received anything in the postal mail. If anybody's delivered any monies to Indianapolis or sent any monies or sent any information or any holiday cards or, friendly letters or fan mail of any kind, didn't receive nothing. The dirty government's stealing it. Anyways, it's attempted murder against the government for endangerment of people stealing my money and people trying to put me out in certain areas of work, not, putting me in a situation where I had to work where people would target me. I'm supposed to be in movies and television, supposed to be in productions, supposed to be directing films and writing films or singing music or dancing. My parents had certain guidelines of things that are documented. The Supreme Court should have those documents. Haven't received anything from Duke Farms is what somebody just wondered, I guess. Haven't received nothing from nowhere. And hello, California Disability Office and California Labor Union. This satellite man's been torturing me on every job. They've been trying to suffocate me on every job. They've been choking me on every job. They've been burning my teeth and face on every job. The satellite man has been piggyback riding my face. The satellite man's been jolting me in the face and teeth for over 22 fucking years. Since they kidnapped me from California. Since they stole money out of my accounts. Since they have been doing all these things that they've been doing. Haven't received anything from UCLA, if anybody was wondering if they sent anything from UCLA or any other universities. Haven't received any letters from Harvard either. Or any history of friendly acknowledgments. Haven't received nothing. So it's lawsuits. It's the Indiana thieves or whoever they are.